Alrighty, we're gonna try and chase down the Severn ski. He's down there somewhere. He's up in the northeast, uh, robbing kids' piggy banks. And stealing candy out of little kids' bassinets. So, Mr. Severn, where you at? Oh, he's on the toilet.
Where else would he be?
Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, Mr. Severn.
Well, hello there, Mr. Frye.
How are you,
Are we
partner?
are we live or are we
Yes, we
getting
are.
ready to go live?
Yes,
okay.
we are. So
Well,
put your pants back
I-
on.
I gotta watch my vocabulary now, huh?
Yep, you do.
Well, that's no fun.
No, very off for you. All right.
I just listened to the talk radio. I'm all fired up right now. Better than a cup of coffee.
Nothing's better than a cup of coffee. Well,
I don't know.
there are some things, but we can't discuss them right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. There was a point in time in television land that you had to wait till after 9 o'clock at night before it is a PG-13 or something like that. Now I don't know how many years ago that they took that one down, but it's pretty much fan combos when it comes to what they show on what network at any time of the day.
Partner, you got me lost. I don't know. you
know what I'm
you
talking
start
about?
veering
Well,
off.
no, there was a certain. Well, again, I did, but I just talked about that. We could, get all talking risque or stuff like that because of all the stupidity that's taking place here in the United States here right now. But sometimes you have to wait to a certain time of the day before the foul language and the nudity, all that stuff would be aired on television. But and there was a time that it used to always play after, I think it was 9 p.m. But I think that was done away a few years ago. Yeah, well, again, it's kind of, big.
We lost you there, Dan. What a bummer. Where'd you go? You in a drive-through or what?
No. I had to look at GPS just then, so that makes certain I was jumping on the taking the right exit here just now. So it's I don't have all the same. I'll just say that I've got two GPS systems, and one is conflicting with the other. What is it? What is it? Paying attention to the Dan Severn way, and the other one is wants me to spend money. What's that all about?
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't thrown that one out the window.
That one came free with the car.
Oh, okay, but it has the wrong decision making rationale for to be around the Severn. So
yeah. It realizes that I don't like to reach in and pull out. I rather simply shove into my pocket. Yeah, that's around.
Hey! What's your language, man? It could be kids watching.
So, Mr. Frye, I'm here in where the heck am I? I'm in Ohio, moving across country.
Why?
So we have kind of a unique little podcast that we're doing because you're stationary there in the Sierra Vista / Tucson, Arizona area,
Correct.
and I left Howell, Michigan, basically I'll say around just before noon here today, and heading towards South Portland, Maine. So 15-hour drive.
Holy balls, 15 hours. And you're going to probably make a whole $2.50 when you get there, right?
My lips are sealed.
All right, partner, we got a bunch of fan questions here. Are you ready to get into this stuff?
Well, if we have to, sure. Let me I'll take another shot of my favorite beverage here. Then let's lay one on me here. Go ahead. Is this one for me or is this for both of us?
This is for you. All right. From Steve S. When you were both involved in professional wrestling, did any of your fellow wrestlers ever fancy their chances by challenging you to a shoot fight to test their skills? Also, Dan, what was your opinion on Steve Blackman and his martial arts skill set during your time together in WWF? Thanks, guys.
Well, okay. Well, I'll say that I appreciate him sending a couple questions. And, I was put in the mix with Steve Blackman along with Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart. Seemed like the four of us were always involved in some type of either tag team matches, single matches, triangular type matches. It was, or I would be, one of us would be a referee of the others. So I don't know how it came to be, but all I know is that seemed, it seemed to be what the creative team kept coming up with, which made me wonder about the creative team at times. So, I mean, Steve, I think actually, has some really good, legitimate martial arts skills. I don't know. As for being tested, I mean, I was always kind of quiet and observing, and I think it made a lot of the wrestlers nervous because I did not. I really did interact with a lot of the things that they had going on. I just kind of sit back, kind of, I'll say, drove by myself, stayed, kind of by myself, and just sit back because maybe Don, as you well know, that there's all kinds of good and bad things that would take place in a company, especially the size of a WWE. It was WWF at the time. And I just wanted to kind of sit back and just see how some of the different characters, how they kind of played out themselves. So there were some that would come around and try to brown nose with you a little bit, and there's others that would, I think, try to test you just a little bit. And I'll just say that I never really had any real problems. Yeah. I know, kind of a long answer. Did I really answer anything, or was that more of a political dance around there, Mr. Frye? What would you come up with?
I forgot what we were doing there, man. I'm sorry.
I just thought maybe you would be good at like being my second conscience to keep me on point.
Yeah.
I even
1 point.
You on that one, on that answer, didn't I?
Keep you 1 point. Yeah, that's a good one. You couldn't do that with a dog. All right, let's see. Spartan Fighter.
I'll just say sometimes it's hard for me just to answer that. This is just a couple words that I don't think. I think some of the listeners might want to kind of understand how you come up with your formulation of your answer and some of the different factors that kind of come into that. At least that's what I think.
I don't think you've ever answered any question in a couple words, Mr. Severn.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to surprise you through this series of questions you asked me. I'll try to come up with a couple as short of answers as possible just to surprise you then.
Okay, that would be fantastic. Shocking, but...
that'll be a first. Okay,
yes,
that'll be a first.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'll throw my money in the pot.
Okay. All
right, let's see. Spartan Fighter X10. Don. Ooh, that must be me. Dan mentioned in an interview with a Hannibal TV a few years ago that you were the only guy with balls to flat out admit to using performance-enhancing drugs in regards to competitive MMA. Would love to know your thoughts. Much love from Pennsylvania.
So, well, there you go. Is she driving through Pennsylvania right now? Is it just a coincidence that you've got a question from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania as well?
apparently you're trying to get me thrown in prison here. You know.
Yeah, it wasn't me that called it either.
Yeah, right, yeah. Don Frye uses performance-enhancing drugs. Yes. Somebody else did that to me. But we won't get into that. That's a story that needs us. Let's see. What?
Moving along here.
Moving right along, please. Let's see. Would love to know your thoughts. Thoughts on what? I mean, all he did was talk about you, talking about me admitting to using performance-enhancing drugs. You know.
Well, here, I'll inject a couple of things on this. How's that, or is that going to be too much?
Oh, please do, sir. Please do.
Okay.
But please remember, we only have several hours of film.
Okay. All right. Well, like growth hormone.
Yes.
I'm actually doing more and more research about growth hormone. I'm doing more research about stem cells because there are alternative types of ways of trying to, heal the body or to help you feel better or turn back the clock of time, at least by a few years. Right. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for growth hormone at this juncture of life for competition's sake. I'm simply looking at it as can it help in quality of life.
Yes.
Yeah, I think everyone really wants to live longer and they want to have quality of life. So I'm looking at growth hormones now in terms of for quality of life. And as you well know, and I'll divulge some of this to our listeners right now, that both you and I have got an opportunity to go to South America and partake into some stem cells.
Yeah, down there, BioAccelerator, right?
Yes, by Accelerator. And this is something that you and I both know that stem cells have really done some wonderful things for different athletes already. I mean, Matt Hughes, probably one of the greatest examples of it for, getting involved in that by a freight trade. I mean, he's lucky to be alive. I think he was in a coma. I forget for how long, and people didn't think he'd ever really come out of that coma, but he did. He did have lots of issues. And I'm not certain as to how long after that accident that, he got the opportunity to travel to South America to the exact same establishment and receive stem cells.
I lost you, sir. I lost you. Hello, Dan. I lost you. Where are you, Dan? Hello, Dan. Where are you? I lost you. Earth to Dan. Earth to Dan. He's gone. We lost him. Dan's gone. Oh, and he was so young.
Can't believe it happened.
Oh, I knew it would happen when you were involved.
Can't blame this on me, Don.
Dano Dan 7.
Uh-oh.
Who wonder who that is?
Hello? Mushy Mushy? Dan? Dan's on. Dan's on. Severn, I know you called in. The phone ratted you out. Dan.
I hear you loud and clear there, Don.
Okay, now we hear you.
Yep. And here I was slapping my yap away, and you guys probably didn't even hear a damn word now, did you?
No, and we're very disappointed in it, too. But unfortunately, we cannot ask you to repeat. Start over. So we're just going to...
Who say that? Who say that? Just you?
No, Tony is. Tony talks a lot of shit about you when you're not around. You know that?
That's the best time.
Well, I mean, the stuff he's saying, I mean, he's saying something about you being a fat old man, he whoop your ass, you know? But I don't believe it.
It's those French restaurants, those buffets, you know? I mean, now that they're coming back, you know, I can't help myself.
Yeah. you've got you got calories to put in there, because you've got you do a lot of work.
I know Dan's weakness. I just got to pull out some money and throw it around the floor. He'll have to go after it.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen him push over a couple old nuns, for a nickel.
Damn right there.
Yeah.
Amen.
Here, any my answer, or is it all for naught?
What's that?
The answer about stem cells, for when you're looking at, because the question was all about performance enhancing drugs, but then I spun into everything from stem cells, but then also.
Oh, you did a great job, Dan. We got to move along, unfortunately.
Well,
unfortunately, your time's up.
For being intellectual here.
I'm sorry, but unfortunately, your time is up. We have to move along. Next head on the chopping block.
I feel like I'm on the gong show there, Don. And you just gonged me.
Yeah,
you got to take out the guy with the cane there. He's pulling me off the stage.
If I had a big mallet, Dan, you'd be the first one to gong. Well, that sounded kind of weird, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, scratch that one. Yeah, scratch that one. All right, let's see where we at now. Ordinary Pete. What's the funniest thing to happen in cage, ring, but you didn't have time to acknowledge it until after the fight match was over?
Well, Don, you take the platform first, okay?
Oh, well, I was wrestling Scott Norton one time. Scott and I had a lot of matches, Scott carried me a lot, thank God, Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been fired. But Scott carried me, made me look good. But one time, I had ate something really bad, and
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I had gas, and to say the least. And I pulled a move, and my ass went in Scott's face, and I was like, and he's like, God damn it. So poor Scott, yeah, he got to inhale that one.
I see. Huh. Well, I'll say actually I was involved in an MMA match. I think it was on King of the Cage of all things. And I was inside. I don't even remember who it was against, but they pulled guard, and it was the process the way that they kept trying to elongate their body, pull down with their thighs, and literally they were pulling my trunks down to where literally the referee had to basically stop the match, freeze it in motion, and basically pull my drawers back up because I was basically wounded, folks, at that point.
Oh, man, those poor people. Were they demanding their money back?
And sometimes that's what you get when you buy those cage side seats.
That's it, yeah.
They probably got blinded.
Who the fuck are you?
I run this show.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You just sit in the damn corner. Jeez Louise. Yeah, you give some guy a half a job, man. He thinks he's the premier, All right, so what do we have next now? Something.
But is Tony wearing one of those French artiste type of hamster at least, so that he's being creative.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, there
beret.
you go.
He's got his beret on.
At least Dan likes me.
All right. Ian Crossan. Something I've always wanted to ask professional fighters in their familiarity and opinions on hockey fights and some of the big enforcers like Bob, Probert, Ty, Domi, etc. Love the show. Keep it up. All right, Dan, take it.
Well, Don, I'll keep this quick answer. on 2 different occasions, I actually was brought in with 2 different hockey teams to show them how to fight better on skates. Now, granted, I can't ice skate, but I did show them how to throw forearms versus they did to throw fists. They could hurt their hands and go, and that's like a little bit of area that you could hit. Instead of throwing the fist, throw the complete forearm, and you'll never miss your opponent's face, and they actually loved it. There you go. There's my 2 cents worth on hockey and fighting.
Well, I know Brian Johnson mentioned it to me, maybe 20 years or so ago, that he was talking to one of the enforcers for the San Jose Sharks, and Brian says, you should do this, and the guy says, no, we can't do that. We have rules when they're fighting. That one has always thrown me for a loop.
About having rules while fighting?
About having rules for fighting, But you and I started out in the no-holds-barred era, so when there was no rules, we had a good time. Yeah, we had a good time.